where do you go for your personal and professional development?
I'm a big fan of surrounding myself with people who challenge me. And I really, really enjoy learning and growing in every way, every year. So I take at least every second year, I'll do a yoga certification of some kind. I've been a yoga teacher for, gosh, at least 15 years. I head to the CanFit Pro conference every year where I get to do workshops with amazing people from all around the world who come in for that. And then I have a business coach who I adore. I think I've mentioned him at least a dozen times at this point, Sean Greeley. My boyfriend's like, why do you talk about him all the time? Should I be jealous? He's brilliant, and he challenges us to really change our mindset on all of this, because that's what it's all about, is your mindset. And then I have...
That's how I found you, is through Sean Greeley. I'm interviewing him on Monday. He'll be on the show as well.
Well, I can't wait to hear your interview with him. He's just such a brilliant guy. I met him at CanFit Pro. I had actually signed up for his More Clients, More Profits one-day workshop. And I think it started at like 8 a.m. And by 10 a.m., I had signed up for his coaching program and left because I didn't need to be there for the rest of the day, because I knew I was going to get way more out of, starting the coaching, which I started that night. I went home and started working on my homework that day, but it's amazing. And then I also have my coaches at CrossFit 1855, which is my box where I get my butt kicked, and I'm still online getting coached by them several times a week. Because someone's got to keep me accountable to keep growing and getting fitter and stronger through this whole thing. I am very committed to coming out the other side of COVID-19, stronger, fitter, smarter, in every way. And so I need to be continuously held accountable by all of my coaches so that I can get there.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in speaking it into existence.
Yes.
Because we all have these little goals, but some of us are afraid to speak them out loud or share them with somebody else, because then it gets real, right?
Then it gets real. Sometimes, those days when you're not sure if you're going to work out tomorrow because, your motivation's a little low. Mm-hmm. I'll just tell somebody, like, I'm going to work out tomorrow, at 9 o'clock. And now I said it. Sorry, I swore. I said it. Now I'm going to have to do it, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I do the accountability coaching calls with my clients too. Like, let's talk about it. Like, how many times are you going to work out next week? So that next week when I talk to you, I'll be like, so how many times did you work out last week? Mm-hmm. You told me you were going to do 5. Did you do 5? Right. And then just knowing that we're going to have that conversation will help them reach their goals.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's important, especially in this industry. I'm always surprised by the number of professional coaches, fitness coaches, who don't have coaching. Who don't get coaching in other areas of their lives. Because I say it all the time, like, I don't know accounting. I hate accounting. I don't want to learn accounting. Yeah. So that's why I have Ivan. He's my part-time CFO. I have to know enough about the numbers to make intelligent decisions about my business, but I need coaching. So I have business coaches. I have my CFO, my part-time CFO, training partners. I have my jiu-jitsu coach, who I love, who I missed through all of this because I can't do that.
So much jiu-jitsu. That was one of my divorce therapies, was like piles of Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, like choking somebody out will make your day.
There was no girls in the group. I was the only girls. None of the guys were that hard on me. I just got to beat them up. It was amazing.
Yeah. Well, the gym that I belong to, there's actually a girls open mat, and there's a ton of girls. But yeah, I love jiu-jitsu. But I have a coach there, who I love. He's a great guy. I actually found him through this podcast too. So it's important to get that coaching, so that you continue to grow and develop. And they're the ones, that accountability is what pushes you past your comfort level. And I live by the philosophy, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so you better choose those people carefully, because they're going to determine where you're going to be tomorrow.
I absolutely love that. And it's a huge part of not getting stale and old in the industry. Mm-hmm. I mean, we've all come across those people that are, you're like, oh, wow, they're still coaching, they're getting up there in age, and you can tell they're teaching the same thing they were teaching 20 years ago. They're bored.
Right.
You can tell by looking at them that they're not necessarily doing the fitness work anymore as much as they used to. I mean, I don't want to be there. And the way I'm going to stay engaged and excited is by continuing to grow. I get a new certification at least once every 2 years, like brand new, I've done tune-up, I've done CrossFit. I mean, outside of the box, something that's going to completely shift the way I think about fitness, so that I'm always excited about what I'm doing with my own fitness, and then always excited about what I'm teaching my clients and my staff,
Yeah, I agree. And it's just that evolution, right? One of my favorite strength coaches is Mike Boyle. Do you know Mike Boyle?
No.
Oh my God, you got to look him up. He's
I will.
awesome. But he is always changing his message as he learns new stuff. And he's not afraid to say, like, I used to tell you this was right, but now I've been looking at it and now it's not. Now I would say, don't do that. Do this instead. And here's why, and he's been in the industry a long time, but he's
favorite people.
Yeah, he's a real humble guy, and he's always growing and evolving, always changing. He's not just afraid to say, you know what, that was wrong, and because I've learned something new, and here's what I think is right. And that's why I love the guy. In addition to him just being a funny, down the earth, good person. I've got a chance to hang out with him sometimes, and he's just a good guy.
Oh, I love that quality in a person. So my favorite pelvic floor physiotherapist, who is a local girl, also has a small business here and a team of amazing, amazing physios that work for her. Her name is Lisa Flanders, and their physio is called Bloom. But Lisa is exactly like that. So her and I work really closely. We're very complementary. I send people who need special help to her all the time to get some physio exercises. And then she sends people back to me because she knows that the link between physio and life is learning how to do your physio in fitness, right? In functional movement. And she knows I'll take really good care and reinforce what she's teaching her clients. So we go back and forth a lot. But she's brilliant because she'll say that, if you'd come to see me 5 years ago, I would have taught you this, and that worked okay. But now we know this, and now we know that we'll get better results doing it this way. And she's smart enough and non-egotistical enough to continue to evolve and to be able to say, you know what I did a couple of years ago isn't as good as what we've learned now. So she's evolving. Anyway, she's amazing. I love that quality in a coach and a person. It's amazing.
Well, and I think that's the key to longevity. That's how you stay and stay relevant over the long haul.
Staying relevant. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.